Hi, good evening. This is Scott at Scott Trades on Twitter with StockMarketMentor.com and your chart of the day. I want to take a look at Coinbase. This is ticker COIN. So as you can see, Coinbase has been in a pretty well-defined downtrend since November. It pretty much topped when Bitcoin topped, and it's been under a lot of the major moving averages for most of this ride. There have been some short-term swing trade opportunities on this, but not really anything that I'm interested in, because I like to pay attention to typically flat price action. I love when a stock gives me a nice little base of support above some key moving averages. And so that's what we're seeing right here with Coinbase. You can see how we have some pretty sideways price action last month or so. Hasn't really done much. We are back above the 21-day exponential period moving average, just under the 50-day. So 50 days finally catching up to price, and Bitcoin is cooperating. If I bring in the Bitcoin chart here, you can see I have some pretty clear laid out support and resistance levels on BTC. And so what I like from Bitcoin is the fact that the moving averages are really starting to get stacked. They're really close together. And as a swing trader, I love seeing the moving averages stacked together like this. So this gives me a little insight that we should probably be paying more attention to some of the crypto stocks like Coinbase. And so as I said, stock's really just kind of been going sideways here for a month. But if I bring up my little line tool, we can draw some lines, bring it into an hourly chart, dial it in a bit. We see some clear tops here, and right there. And so what we saw today was a move above this hourly downward sloping trend line on pretty good volume. Now, it did come in a little bit into the close, but it's still above that trend line. And so definitely want to keep an eye out for a potential hourly trend change here on Coinbase. And if that happens, then Coinbase could potentially get above and stay above that 50-day moving average. That means anyone who is short this stock versus the 50-day could cover, and then that could give us a little squeeze to the upside. So that's what I'm watching for here on Coinbase. And an ultimate swing target, I'd probably look to the underside of this 200-day moving average. That's around 244, 245. I think it can get there if it can change the hourly trend, but I don't think it's going to get there in a straight line. So I think it's going to give you many opportunities to look for pullback buy entries close to the moving averages. So keep an eye on Coinbase here over the next couple of days, couple of weeks. Obviously, it depends on what Bitcoin does, but that would be a nice little swing trade. Even above the 50-day moving average, that's just under $200, to 245-ish. That's about 25%. Not a bad swing trade return, in my opinion, but it's got to first get above and stay above that 50-day moving average. So keep an eye on Coinbase. And if you want to see how we're trading it over at StockMarketMentor.com, click the link, take a trial, and we'll see you on the other side.